Hello and welcome back to Sprite Guard Plays HyperRogue. We are on the lookout for an Orb of Luck, and it's going to be a little bit of a shorter, simpler episode than usual. I am very tired as I'm coming back to this, and I've just spent a long weekend traveling to Portland, just a few hours south of where I live, and visiting some really good old friends of mine there. And we played lots and lots of Final Fantasy VI, finally finished that game. We've been working on it the last few times that I've been down there, just doing these long, really delightful marathon sessions. We have, we have an Ivy, we have a clearing down in the corner. We do not need anything from here, so I am actually going to try and get out of here, chop that down, and we're just on the lookout for mainly a crossroads, because that's where we're going to have kind of the best situation to explore and try and find the Orb of Luck. You know, I'll keep an eye out, keep scanning for it. I'm not very good at picking things out when the screen is really crowded like this, though, so I don't actually have really high hopes that we're going to find anything until we make it to a crossroads. Now, what is this? That looks like a mirrored land, which is not really good or bad. It's kind of a very neutral area at this point. Now, I do have kind of an old nemesis, the eagles, here, but let's see, have we... we have collected shards, okay, so this is going to be a little bit dangerous, but hopefully not too dangerous. Just need to keep checking the screen. And I'm going to kind of do a big wide sweep here. I don't know if I want to stay within sight of this overgrown woods. There's not that much for us in there, and I have actually neglected some combat, so dealing with that is going to be the first priority. Let's head over to this Orb of Safety and see... Okay, so we have an eagle coming up. I am going to see... Let's see, I want to take this carefully because it's going to move 2 steps on every turn. And I'm only going to move 1 step. So in 1, 2, 3 steps I can get... Ah, no, but this ranger will move toward me. So I will be able to move up to him in 1 step, and then 2 steps because I won't be able to walk directly up to him. In that time, the eagle will go 1, 2, 1, 2, up toward me, and we'll get to there, at which point I will kill the ranger. Okay, I think we have a plan. There we go. Now, I want to get this video out so that I at least have something saying, you know, there's not going to be an Ollie Ollie video. I have a lot of first impressions that I want to do. There's a lot of games kind of sitting in my queue that I have not had a chance to cover yet, that I would really like to cover. But for now, I just need to rest and recover from my vacation. Because, I mean, you know, it was, in one sense it was a vacation, but in another sense it was exhausting. And so, just need to take some time to get back on my feet, and then we will be back to the Ollie Ollie videos, and I have some other things I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about a new series that I actually am a little bit excited about. I want to talk about why... kind of why I like speedrunning particular games, what things about them I think are particularly interesting. So it's going to look like we're walking in a circle around this Orb of Safety, but we're actually not going to cover a proper circle. We're only going to cover a little bit of the ground. Because we are pretty far from that, and the size of the circle is just getting quite big at this point. Let's see, this looks like a crossroads, so I am going to head into it, and then we can take on these rangers once we are through. We can use this as a choke point. This is a very narrow choke point. Not much can come. We do have to watch for birds coming from above us. Now this is a Crossroads Type 2, however, so it's not as safe as Crossroads Type 1, and it is a little bit harder to find the orbs that we want. Oh boy, and now we actually have a mutant ivy after us. Give that a whack, and we should be good to go. What do we have here? That's an Orb of Storms. Probably a good thing to pick that up, just to have something, some kind of armament. I would be interested to see how the Orb of Storms works in the electricity land, but I think for now I want to... looks like it actually attracts and kind of scatters, and it looks like the lightning has actually created some fulgurites. I don't want to go and like really try and get them, because right now I mainly want to get this knocked out, so that we have something, so that it's not just an empty week. So here's the Orb of Luck. This orb allows you to find new lands more easily, lands where you have already collected less treasure, and especially the Crossroads are more likely to spawn while you have this. Additionally, orbs of safety are more likely to spawn in the Whirlpool. That sounds very useful. Not very useful right now, but very useful in general. That seems like it would be really good for Hyperstone runs. And of course would have been really useful when we were looking for the Crossroads. So let's pick this up, and let's head over here and see. Let's drop into this Orb of Safety, and it looks like the Orb of Luck actually is going to last a pretty long time. And yeah, it looks like these are all lands where we have not gathered any treasure except for the Windy Plains down in the corner. And let's see, we do not have any wine, no. So that is the Orb of Luck, and we will actually have it in the next part of the episode. Boy, I have lost count. I think this is 9, I'm gonna guess, but I'm really, really thrilled that we have made it this far, and really excited to see what we can accomplish in the future. So, sorry that there will be a bit less content than I would like there to be this week. Hopefully next week I will have a lot of time to get things set up, do some first impressions, do the new series. But I know how things go. I know that life is chaos, and I'm not always able to do things as efficiently as I wish that I could sometimes, but that all is in the future, and I am starting to try and learn not to fret about whether or not things go exactly how I want in the future. So we have done the one thing that I set out to do. 2 things that I set out to do was to let people know about the whole not making videos thing, and find the Orb of Luck. So what actually do we have upcoming? I'm going to look. Let's see, we have seen all of these. Let's see. I don't remember what the Orb of Empathy does. Let's see. Let's see your allies. Ah, yes, we did see that. We have not really played around with it. We also have not really played around with the Orb of Empathy very much. Or the Orb of Luck is what I meant to say. So probably going on a Hyperstone quest and raising up an army are things that we want to do. Let's see, the Orb of Undeath, that's, I believe, the one that creates ghosts, friendly ghosts. Which actually could be really useful, especially in the Living Cave, so that's something I want to try. Orb of Luck we saw, Orb of Air, so the things to unlock. Mutant Fruit for the Orb of Freedom is something that we should probably work on. I find getting Mutant Fruit extraordinarily difficult, but I am really looking forward to that challenge when I am less tired. So, I am going to end it there. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.